everyone. How are you? Welcome to the Emma Phillips channel. Now, today we're going to talk about when God reveals your enemies to you. How does God reveal your enemies? Number one, He reveals through dreams and visions, and number two, through discernment. Discernment is a gift that you get when you pray to God and ask God to give you spiritual eyes to see and hear what is happening around you and learn about what is also going on in the other realm, the spiritual realm. So, what should your reaction be once you find out who your enemies are, once God reveals them to you? The one thing you should not do is to react in the flesh. You should not get angry. You should not plot revenge or even confront the enemies. They could be your relatives or even people that you work with. Mostly the enemies are usually people who are known to you, who are close to you. They're not usually strangers. So you are required to forgive them, to pray for them, and to love them. If you're having trouble doing that, we are all human. Pray and ask God to guide you how to approach these individuals and to give you a forgiving heart, to forgive them and to pray for them. Now I'll give you an example, a good example of Jesus. Jesus knew all along from the word go that Judas would betray him. But he had work that God had given him to do, that had brought him here in the world. So Jesus never exposed Judas. He never confronted him and argued with him and asked him, why are you going to betray me later on? Instead, he continued to work alongside Judas and the other disciples, and he even prayed for Judas. On the appointed day when Judas was supposed to betray Jesus, Jesus told them, the disciples, that one of you is going to betray me, but he didn't mention who, and he told that individual, go and do what you must do. So what we can learn from this is that enemies are usually even people we work with, but you do not need to react in the flesh because you're just playing into the devil's hands. You forgive them and you ask God to give you a forgiving heart so that you're able to interact with them with grace on a day-to-day basis. And also, when you forgive them, this allows you to focus on the tasks that God has given you to do instead of focusing on revenging the enemy and confronting them. So I want you to keep this in mind. In case God reveals to you your enemies, be blessed until we meet next.